Our world leaders at the weirdest times go to Antarctica, disappear for a couple days, and then they reappear at the base and they go back home. Where are they going?
Well, the only thing that I would want to share there is there's a reason why a lot of the people in power go to New Zealand and also Antarctica because a lot of the bases are there too. A lot of the technology, yeah, a lot of the technology is stored there
Anything
in
you can
Antarctica.
share?
Well, it's a technology you're talking about replicators, repairing technology, cloning technology. One of the things that I saw too, I'll share my screen real quick. Um, I remember targeting Antarctica a long time ago, and this is not 100%, but this is also what one of the facilities look like, where they have the original body still in stasis, the giants, the angels, etc. And they're doing this through technology too. And this could be out there, but I'm telling you that this information is also being released even by whistleblowers. Yeah,
Eric Hecker, who's the Antarctic whistleblower in
a lot of whistleblowers are coming out even from a lot of different angles saying this. Yeah.
Hmm.
But that's sort of what I saw similar to, I would say this may be about 70% accurate of what it would look like, the cloning facilities that they have, or not necessarily even the cloning facilities, but the how the bodies are in stasis and the technology, the vastness of technology that they have. Because you are looking at that point too, directed energy weapons to try to convince people, like I said, the field all around us could be influenced. It could be influenced by me, you, and a collective amount of people. And so they have technology too to try to influence certain frequencies within the field. Yeah. So,
I've been seeing research for many, many years, and there's a lot of researchers that have been talking about that the governments. When I say governments, the ones that are trying to rule over us, that they use frequencies to make people crazy, make people angry, make people fight, make people illogical. Do you have any information on that?
well, yeah, because that's directed energy weapons. So it's no different from this for people that don't believe this to be true, and that's fine if you don't. Um, but like I said before, you will hear this. If it's not for me, the information will start to come out, and it already is, and it will be presented to you. And there's some information too that is you'll hear me state many times, I'll just leave it there and I don't state it because sometimes it's not better even spoken about because you're going to figure it out anyways. And some things hearing it from me won't even be received properly and therefore it's not even worth saying. So the there are inside of government facilities, inside of certain locations, there are technologies and let's say directed energy weapons that are targeted at certain people to disrupt their natural flow of their electromagnetic field of the physical body. Because once you disrupt this, this is what accelerates aging as well. So it's to disrupt all of these natural things, take you out of sync with your heart. And it's so easy to understand this. Listen to, I'm just trying to give a very extreme example here. Listen to Screamo. Okay.
I don't know what they
Li-
call it.
li- Okay, I think it's scream. Listen to that type of music for an hour and feel how that changes you. Then for another hour, immediately change that into Beethoven music, yeah, or other forms of that type of music. And automatically it's going to change instantly. You will feel the drastic shift in your entire body start to change because the very frequency of that which is being played is also programming your cells as well. They've done this with water. Water could be programmed. This is the most basic, fundamental, you could say preschool knowledge of that water could be programmed scientifically because they've done so many studies on it. They've even done the rice experiment too. Water could be programmed. And what is your body and what is the cells? You could say your blood is a form of water. So what you listen to will start to program your cells as well. What you believe in, what you think, and what you speak will dictate how your cells express themselves. Even the environment of that which you are and where you are will influence how your cells express themselves. And this is even proven as well. In certain environments where people are put, their bodies start to manifest certain things, or if they're put in a stressful situation, the body will start to manifest certain things. They will become their environment if they don't have the strong enough will to break past all of that as well. So there are also sound waves that the human ear can't hear, and they project these sound waves at individuals. And if you can't hear it, then the only way to realize it is to first step into who you are. Because who you are in your love, your soul, could pierce through all of these frequencies. But when your electromagnetic field is already affected and lower and weakened, then it's very easy to keep that state weakened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
always
this is
say
not,
if you keep
yeah.
yourself in a high vibration, but there's probably a better way to say it. If you keep yourself in a field of love from your heart, it neutralizes anything anyone else is trying to do. Is that fair?
Yeah. 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 Yes, absolutely. I mean, there are limitations in terms of, someone could physically come here and harm my physical body.
Sure.
Yeah. But, once you're in that state, you automatically understand when you are constantly in a state where you have been sick your entire life, you think that's normal. And right now you could say we live in a sick society. Yeah. The very fact that we have to pay to live in a place of that which we were born, that is created, and we are the center of creation itself, that's a very sick society. That we have to pay for water, have to pay for food. This are all things of a sick society. Everybody's basic necessities of life should not be something that they need to survive for. And they've put people into such a state of survival, of taking away these basic necessities of life where people believe that this is normal. And this is why I've stated before, as long as money exists, there's always going to be people that have and have not. And any form of money, any form of it moving into new systems, then you are perpetuating forms of enslavement. And we're all in the system as well. But it's just like we are so much bred into this sick society where people think things are normal when they are actually not normal. They're done out of things of not love, people not understanding what love is.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
how do you feel? I know that you've become more public over the last few years. Do you see the awakening accelerating? I do.
Yeah, yeah. It's going to continue to.
Yeah.
This isn't awakening based off of what you would hear in a lot of the new age communities where it's like, oh, we're all going to awaken. No, this is true awakening to who we all are. What happens is what I've seen is that this all knowledge, all information comes out. And you could say, you've been doing it. I'm now doing it. Whistleblowers are now doing it as well. I'm doing it from the state of seeing it from the out of body state. So, it's
Awesome.
the, this place, the entirety of this place, like all suffering will cease when things are all when everything becomes revealed to people. And that is the most important thing I would say. Yeah.
And everyone always says this all of their lives. It feels like it's imminent. It feels like it's imminent, but it feels like it's imminent. It feels like there's going to be massive changes happening in the very near future. I'm not looking for dates.
Mhm.
I'm not looking for anything, but am I off base?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you are correct with that. It's and I don't necessarily want to give because I don't know a exact date or anything like that.
Okay.
But a lot of things are going to be disclosed, and with that disclosure is going to come, you know, basic things like health, true meaning of health. Then it's going to go into, contact again, and it's not necessarily from space,
It's
you
from
know. So,
here. It's from this space.
exactly, exactly. Yeah. And this will eventually lead people to a path. I know the conclusion of it all, the end point of it. This leads people to a path where they remember it all again. Their bodies are, we're walking here in the Garden of Eden once more.
on this side will
Yeah,
remember.
absolutely. Yes.
Okay.